I know we just did a mail video last week, but this package came in literally right after I filmed that video, and I believe it deserves a video of its own. What's going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. Today we're taking a look at yet another package. This one came in literally just as I finished filming the mail time video from last week. I got it edited and uploaded, and then this showed up that night. That happens more often than you would probably think. But anyway, I already took a peek inside, and as soon as I opened it up, I was like, this is too good to not share with everyone. So it's getting a dedicated video of its own. You can already tell by the title and probably the thumbnail what is inside this box. It's coming from my friend who some of you out there would probably know, Banter. You would probably recognize him from his super awesome presence when he was working with Blade HQ, and he has since moved on to do some stuff of his own. And he's been working on this project for a while. He teamed up with We Knives and he created his own knife, which is super cool. Something that I just recently did was create my own everyday carry pistol, so I really appreciate everything that goes into designing something of your own and the passion that's behind it all. So a few weeks back, Ben texted me. He was like, hey man, I'm releasing my new knife soon. I was wondering if you would be interested in taking a look at it. Of course, that was a huge yes from me. I love knives. I actually haven't really dipped into my knife collection in a while, but I was like, yes dude, I would absolutely love to have another knife in my collection, especially when it is designed and created by a friend of mine. So that being said, we're gonna open this box. I guess we'll head back to the workbench for this. What is up, guys? I can't do that, that's Ben's thing, but he's got a logo for it. What is up, guys? If I had a catchphrase like that, what do you think it would be? So like I said, I already peeked in this box, but here we go. First look. So much cool stuff in here. Here we go, check this out first. So fresh. He's got a whole little blurb here about the knife and everything that I would possibly need to tell you guys about it. And we're gonna get into that. But first we got a note. Let's see what he wrote. Talon, here it is, a sweet hot mess of Ben's weird ideas all in one box together. Enjoy. I've been pondering on what you said via text. Now I can say that my friend designed a knife. I did say that. I've never been particularly good at making friends in life. I gather great acquaintances everywhere, but friendship has always been an interesting game for me. I'm incredibly grateful to count you as a friend. Thank you for that. It means the world to me. Best, Ben. Dude, Ben is one of the nicest guys I know. P.S. Best mom voice. Stay safe out there on that new crotch rocket. Those suckers are gnarly. They definitely are. Dude, thank you so much for the personalized note. That means a lot, dude. So I met Ben 2 years ago, I believe, at SHOT Show, and I obviously knew who he was from watching all of the Blade HQ videos, and it was like me fanboying. I was like, oh my god, it's Ben and Zach. That's when I met both of them at the same time, and it was just super cool. Since then, we've of course become really good friends. So what's in the box right here? Oh man, dude, I love these mats. By the way, there's lifesavers all inside this box. It smells really good. First up, we got one of these squishy gun cleaning mats or knife cleaning mats. I have so many of these things and I love them. I don't have any with a knife. So right here is actually his knife design. Knafs, knives. So this is a super cool design. Ben actually made these similar to the poster that I may have opened in a video in the past, a mail time video. I never had the chance to frame that thing. I don't really have the wall space in here, but I will do that eventually. But this is like a really cool little info chart. It gives you all of the different names for knife things, different blade types, different grinds, even different blade angles, screws, and knife maintenance on there. So that is super cool. I'll actually put that thing right here on my workbench for now. We got a mini Banter sticker right here. T-shirt. What is up, guys? You can never have too many t-shirts. It's in a nice Ben blue. How legendary is that when you have your own catchphrase and your own color, Ben blue? This right here is probably an updated version of that poster that I was talking about. So I have the older version, and this is a smaller, updated version. This is gonna be hard to show on camera, but Oh, dude, it's so sick in black too. Knives, a modern guide, out the front, automatic, folded, so all the different types of knives. He has his knife right here in the middle. Handle materials, maintenance, opening mechanisms, blade steels. Dude, this is super cool. I gotta stop being lazy and get around to framing the old one, but I'm also gonna frame this one too. Got a ton of lifesavers. I'm gonna keep these for later. I honestly don't know if I have any wee knives in my collection, so this might be the first one. Comes in a nice little carrying case here. More stickers on the inside. Wee knives, Civivi knives. Then we have some paperwork, a rag, and the knife itself. Let's get a better angle for this. Ooh, yeah. So I do know a little bit about this knife already because I did have the chance to check it out at SHOT Show when I ran into him, I believe it was this year. I run into Ben at a bunch of different conventions and shows like that. So first of all, this is the all black version. It also comes in the Ben Blue, of course. It is G10. The pivot inside of here is using Cage ceramic ball bearings, so it should be pretty smooth. Very smooth. Let's actually pull up his info sheet here for the actual specs. Alright, so we have an overall length of 6.52 inches, a blade length of 2.9 inches, and a closed length of 3.62 inches. This is a liner lock design, by the way. Man, those ceramic bearings are very smooth. Has a blade thickness of 0.1 inch or 2.5 millimeters, a handle thickness of 0.45 inches, and a weight, this thing is fairly light, coming in at 2.86 ounces. The blade looks to be some type of black stonewash, and it is made out of a CPM S35 VN. It is a flat ground blade up until this grind right here on each side. The handles are G10 like I mentioned, giving you some pretty good grip, but it's not overly aggressive. We have a little bit of jimping on the top there. The liner lock also has a little bit of jimping on there. That is stainless steel, as well as the pocket clip. One thing that's cool about the pocket clip is that it is actually recessed into the handle scale. So you'll notice when you look at it right here, there is nothing to get that clip snagged on. Similar to some Protect designs like I have shown in the past. Nice and flush there. I really dig this. Makes getting the knife in and out of your pocket super easy. Feels like a pretty stout pocket clip. I'm actually going to throw it in my pocket quick. Yeah, it's pretty grippy in the pocket, but it's not overly aggressive. Like, I don't think it's going to rip up your pocket because it is recessed like that, but doesn't feel like it's going to fly out either. This is right-handed tip-up only carry. And then getting into the finer details, we have this blue thumb stud here, and that's actually made out of titanium. Now, when I first saw this knife and found out about the price, it comes in at about $108 retail. I didn't think you were going to get the premium materials like we're talking about here. S35 VN, which is a very, very nice steel. Titanium. You could have easily made that in steel, but they just went above and beyond and made it a little bit nicer. The action on this thing is very smooth. That thing actually flies out of there. It has a ceramic ball detent, and it's perfected. So very cool little knife here. I also wanted to sort of check out the blurb that he wrote on the inside. He said that when designing this thing, there were so many roadblocks, but he reached out to WE, and they gave him the opportunity to make this thing come to life, which is super cool. After dealing with knives for the past like 9 years, he said that it's a thrill to throw his hot mess idea onto paper and now get to hold it in his hand. So very cool. I'm assuming this is like his idea of the perfected EDC knife, and I could definitely see this being in someone's EDC rotation. Now this gives me an excuse to break out some other knives, so let's do a little bit of a size comparison here. Alright, now the Banter is a fairly small knife. If I have this thing in my hand, it basically falls right into the bottom of my palm there, gets some good jimping. It's definitely a useful knife. After looking through my collection, I don't really have anything that's quite this small, so we'll start right here with the knife that has been in my pocket for a while now. This is the Benchmade Bug Out, the CF Elite version. Very small knife, very lightweight. However, this thing is quite a bit longer than the Banter. So other small knives that I have, right here I have a Chris Reeves Impinda. Also a small knife in my opinion, but also quite a bit longer. So it seems like if you're looking to have something that is not taking up a whole lot of real estate in your pocket, but is also very functional, this might be a good knife for you. Also on the small side of my collection, I have the Browse Blades Spectre. You guys probably haven't seen this one a whole lot. I did do a video on a lot of the Browse blades in the past. And then the one closest in size and probably one of the most ridiculous knives in my collection is this Praetorian from Medford. Super chunky little thing, and it is pretty close in at least overall length compared to the Banter. This would be a ridiculous knife to carry though, because look at the thickness comparison there. This thing is a tank. So that is a quick look at the We Knives Banter, designed by my friend Ben Banters. Not only is it a cool functional knife, but it is extra cool because I can say that a friend of mine made this thing happen, and I love it. Alright guys, that's all that I had for this quick unboxing. Super cool little knife, and I'm really happy to have this in my collection now. I love when I have friends with similar interests and they're doing super rad stuff, so Ben, keep it up dude. Thank you for including me in this new product release. These should be available now. I will leave links to Ben's website and where you can pick these up in the description down below. I'm going to be fidgeting with this thing for the rest of the day for sure. If you guys have any questions on this knife, let me know in the comments down below, or hit up Ben over on Instagram. I'm sure he would be happy to answer any questions that you guys have about this thing. That's going to be all for today, so if you are new to this channel, consider clicking subscribe. I make new videos every single week. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you in the next one.